Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Doing good? I'm doing pretty good. As you can see, I have Final Fantasy XIV open and ready. I started Shadowbringers on Monday. I streamed it, and having a lot of fun with these quests. I actually put out a video earlier today of a big part of the Yulmore quest that I did on Monday, which was entertaining. Yeah, give that a watch when you have the chance. So let's see, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, so I finished Alpha Node's quest, and I met up with Alice as well. So I don't know what's gonna happen next in the story. I assume I'm gonna be meeting the rest of the Scions soon, hopefully. Let's see, what do they gotta say? If only every town could share the Crystarium spirit of independence. Still, I suppose one cannot decide for others what they should not deem important. My powers of persuasion have certainly had little effect on the people of Pelusia. Oh yeah, I'm gonna butcher all of these names, by the way. Whenever I come to the Crystarium, the sands of Amarang seem a world away, and yet they both lie under the same wretched sky. Oh. Yes.
And so you return.
I love the music in this game.
The crisis now faced by the First.
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness.
Oh yeah?
Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist.
Oh, is that what Lord Vothmir is or something?
Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
That sounds very optimistic.
I have a feeling Yulmore might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Huh? What will you say? Are you sure that eliminating the Wardens will be enough? I'm not sure I follow. Definitely the first one. That seems way too optimistic.
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order.
I accidentally skipped some text. I thought he was done talking.
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds.
Oh, here we go. This is the origin story. You know, every time like characters do this shit in games and movies and stuff a lot, or they're like, all right, here, let me tell you a story, and then like they could like change the room around you and then illustrate everything. That sounds like such a useful and awesome power to have in real life. Like, I would love to be like, all right, here, let me tell you all a story, and then freaking pull up a PowerPoint presentation in 3D whenever you need to.
This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first.
This also reminds me a little bit of Dragon Ball Super. Here we have the 13 universes.
Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source.
Water will flow from the highest point to the lowest? What, you mean like gravity? Because, like, when you fill up a cup, you don't fill up the cup from the top bottom. The water hits the bottom of a cup and then gets to the top. So isn't it... Doesn't water flow from the lowest to the highest point? Isn't that how water works?
And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence.
Wait, hold on. What's the high point here in this analogy? Is the shard the high point, or is the source the high point? Because wouldn't the source be the high point in this analogy? This analogy's terrible. God, this is like the Loki analogy about the multiverses and calamities.
If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds.
Sorry, sometimes I like reread these texts in like my head so I can get a better understanding of what's happening. Become more and more extreme until eventually a single ultimate event triggers disaster. Okay.
What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions.
I see. So is light and darkness an element in this case as well?
An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations.
I see, and that's what we call calamities.
These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities.
There you go, yeah. Okay. I'm getting a better understanding. I know some of this information isn't new, but when you play this game like once a year for 4 years, a lot of it gets a little lost.
7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
I did know that. I remember that one at least. One was darkness, I assume? Are these the different elements? The first one was air, darkness, fire, thunder? Or are they just using the colors as just a flavor? Because that one was ice, and then this one would be water. Don't know what element that is.
At present, the light-drowned realm of the first stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Yeah, fucking, I'm here. I'll take care of your little pest problem.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements.
I think it's the first time they said her name? Oh no, she introduced herself, I remember.
The Sin-Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Alright. Let's kill some shit. Hallminster Switch is in the north of Lakeland, so we had best make haste with our preparations. In fact, we meet outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Censor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself, he says as he disappears. I don't have this, do I? Nope. Lakeland! That sounds surprisingly normal for a place in this game. I can call my chocobo! Give me that etherite current. Oh, I hear it. Where is it? I must have passed it. What the hell? Southwest. It's up there, isn't it? Oh, there it is. I won't go out of the way for these, but if I see them, if I see them nearby, I'll go for them. It's purple Groot. I'm fine. I like this area a lot, it's really pretty. Crystal Exarch. All set? If we follow this road north, we will arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly, now! That's super far north. Jesus. I wish I could fly. Gimme. Probably where the town is. At least I assume there's a town near the crystal. The XR gate. Job guard. He guards jobs. Ooh, I see the aetherite thing. I'll grab that first. Gimme. Damn, this music sounds epic as hell. Wow, so close. What the hell? Ah. There it is. I heard it. Parkour! Hello there. You're wearing Alphanaud's shirt. Another one nearby. That's convenient. Aromanga Sensei. So tiny. Got a little tiny car. That was funny. I see. Oh look, they remember to play the music. I freaking didn't even see you there. Hey, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please. Please don't. Thank you. Another one up there somewhere. The hell? There it is. Shit, that was closer than I thought. And tossing these out like candy. I'm almost there. Please. Shit. I didn't even see you there. Got it. Later, nerd. That is very, very far away. Oh, here, the gang's all here. I need to remember to talk to these people. I often don't. The XR asked that we wait, and so we waited. You're here! We are heading in together, yes? Your assistance is appreciated. Minister Switch has passed these gates and through the woods. Tis not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have a good reason to believe that a light warden leads the attack. How convenient. It seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them than all of their underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile ether will blow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordsman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Ah, but you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guard stand down and allow us to engage this leader of eaters alone. Wait, so how do we deal with that? Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... like the Marvel show? Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, we will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. Then our warden slaying party shall include myself, the Leviers, Captain Lena, and last but not least... yeah, let's fuck some shit up. A formidable group indeed. Into Hamster we go. Once we reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. Oh, I was lifting myself a little bit. Body is lower than it normally is supposed to be. There we go. Oh shit. I skipped dialogue. To make use of this feature, simply speak with one of your NPC companions near the entrance to the instance and select the option to form a party. When forming a party, you will need to follow the same rules and restrictions imposed when using the Duty Finder. Alternatively, you can find members via the Dude Finder as usual and complete this instance with fellow players instead. Ah, yes, I heard about this. You have little AI buddies. Small talk. Can't help but wonder if the scale of this raid is related to the recruiting the Eaters were doing in Amarang. Not that it matters. After all the combat I saw there, I'm more than ready to test magics against one of the greater abominations. Form a party. Wait, would that like start it? Ah, I see. Okay, so we get healer, DPS, and you fill. No tank, huh? Yeah, let's do it. This'll be neat. Fight party! There's a lot of them. That thing just killed a bear. I did not know bears can turn into these. Pew pew. And dude, you're tanky. You know, one thing I like though being a bard is that when you're ever with the other NPCs, like you're the only bard in the group, you know? It makes me feel special. Oh, so this is the first dungeon of the expansion.
On guard!
God, these guys do like no DPS. You. Let's roll out. Oh, that's a lot of bears. How unbearable. These NPCs do like no damage. Did I get more? Oh hell yeah, let's make this quicker. Yeah.
You underestimate me!
Oh look, they're finally talking. I heard they talk. At least I was told. That's the first line of dialogue so far the past 5 minutes. I'm digging the music of this dungeon. Oh, there's a lot of little ones. I'm gonna poison as many of these as I can so I can get more ticks. Die! Oh shit, here we go. That is the one we saw in Emerang. Freaking, let's kick its ass.
So be it.
Ow.
Leave the healing to me.
I don't know how this fight's gonna play out at all. I'm a little nervous. Oh, okay. Well, you guys knew ahead of time. I didn't. Oh, I see. They're following the orbs. That makes sense. Uh-oh, I think I hit one of those. I totally did. We're gonna follow Alpha Nod. Usually following the healer is a good idea. It's normally what I do. God, I'm out of practice. I'm not doing my dots right.
Let's give them a show!
Jesus, Alpha Nod, you took your sweet ass time. You know, this combat music is freaking badass. I love it. Probably didn't need a sprint there, but I did not want to take any chances.
I'm with you.
Alright. This boss isn't too bad. I thought I applied the song and I totally did not. And it's dead. I read that as the womb is no longer sealed, and yeah. Definitely read that wrong. May I please select the yes, that. Thank you. I do like how you have AI teammates. I think it's really neat. I just wish they did more damage. I know they like scale with you, is how they work. Boop, 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 boop. I wonder if like the AI opponents have like all of their normal abilities. like their class would. I mean, I guess I assumed so. It's just like when you switch off items sometimes, which I think is really cool, they don't have like all their abilities. I feel like they're not doing that much damage, so I'm wondering. Alright, come on. Big pulls, big pulls. Oh, there's something else to pull. Another boss? Okay. What if this is the final boss of this area? Probably not.
So be it.
Yeah, bring in the heavy metal music. Or it's not really heavy metal, but very different feel than the normal music I'm used to hearing. I really like the Stormblood music in particular in the last expansion. I don't know what this means. Oh, I see. I assume diamond shape was the right thing there, since they took the other three corners. It would be kind of neat if they added this in older dungeons, but I see how that could be unfeasible for people who like to play by themselves.
Leave the healing to me.
Hey, Alpha, you want to heal me? Thank you. I was only slightly concerned. Shit. He's almost finally dead. Please. Oh. Shit. I read the text and I realized what was happening there. At least say you've gone pale. It's fine, keep on going. That was the same kind of creature from before in her quest line. It sucks for those guys. And I freaking destroyed that one. We can do a bigger pull than that, right? Will this activate? It won't. Damn. I'm a little disappointed I couldn't just grab a whole bunch of them together. I don't know how Shadow Bite works. I'm gonna think about it. I'm so used to doing lower level dungeons, I don't even remember getting that spell. So tanky! Just like it's taking forever.
You underestimate me!
So be it.
Damn it. That was my last one. Bum 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 ba-dum. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-bum. Treasure! No, shit's on fire, yo. Alright, this is definitely the final boss of this area. Minfillia. They have a very similar shape as Seath the Scaleless from Dark Souls. Like, instead of the extra hands, just picture like almost tentacles, and that's basically Seath the Scaleless. Let's go.
Leave the healing to me.
Frickin', you got it, Alphanod. You don't have to tell me every 5 seconds. Okay. I was just following Alphanod. I assumed that's what I was supposed to do. Am I supposed to? Oh, I'm supposed to attack her. I see, that makes sense to get her out of there. Okay. Now I know. Ow! Guess he turns around pretty quickly there, huh? I was wondering why they were standing right in front of him, essentially. Ow. Alright, alright. I'm getting used to these mechanics. Oh, that means he's gonna go around in a circle. That's right, that's right. When does he stop? I think the answer might be never. Never. I mean, as a bard, it doesn't matter too much because I can attack and walk at the same time, but... Oh, I'm the chosen one!
Hunger!
Save me, AI bot, save me!
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater!
This is Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO. This boss is taking forever to go down. Uh-oh. That was the first hit of that. Oh shoot. Please die. Literally forgot about this fight. Freaking, it's hard for me to forget after this fight just took like 15 minutes. Whew. Alright, yo, where are my commendations at? From the AI opponents, or AI players. This game is all about the story.
It's releasing its ether. Fall back. We cannot let it touch us. Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw.
That will not be necessary, Captain.
Oh yeah? What do you have up your sleeve? Yeah, I'm playing on PC, but this game is also on PlayStation and eventually Xbox. You like doing the trust to hang out with the homies? Yeah, that's like the main, well, that's half the reason I'm doing it. Half the reason, since I'm streaming it, it's just like quicker just to do it with them. But yeah, the DPS is very, very slow. Oh my gosh. I know Zeke warned me about it, but damn, it takes forever.
Though I appreciate your concern, the eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor.
Okay.
But now we have a way to contain that corruption.
Oh, is that my job?
The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you.
Gosh, you need to put on sunglasses for this one. Oh, is that a Darius face? She was Easy. I don't know what this big problem of light they keep on having. All you gotta do is just stand next to it and you're good. Just like that. Whoa, that looked really cool.
Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Oh my goodness, you can see the night sky for the first time in 100 years. That's really cool, actually. That was cool. Oh, even the Crystarium is now dark. Cool.
Scar. It can't be.
I bet you for people who are like born within those 100 years where there was no night, like, would be freaking blown away.
So beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
No, 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 no. I am the warrior of light. See how I defeated the light? It's because I am the light. You gotta fight light with light, you know? Fight fire with fire. I also really like this choir music.
Is that what I think it is?
The way, the truth, and the light. I'm not Jesus,
The night
alright?
sky, as it should be.
Who are you people?
Who are you? It's a secret.
You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true.
Yeah, get on your knees,
lord?
bitch.
How many years have I waited for this moment?
At least 100.
For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will.
Yeah, freaking finally you apologize for doing that. Jeez. I was literally in the middle of a war, and then you come in and summon me and kidnap my friends and trap them here. Not cool.
I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present, I beg you, stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Yeah, I got isekai'd for real. That was like the first thing I thought of, actually, when the expansion started. I will become the warrior you need. It sounds like a glorious adventure. It seems I have no choice but to fight. I kind of don't have a choice but to fight, but like, I am saving the world here. Well, I'm saving their world. Alright, I'll pick the nicer option. I will become the warrior you need.
On behalf of the First, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, XIV, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
I don't buy it.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I feel
Okay, so he didn't give an answer as I was expecting.
Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
I just imagine that he's like from a different world or something. One of the other shards or some shit that fell.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin-Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
The only thing I worry about doing this whole journey is like, since time is weird between this world and the worlds I come from, like, I could easily finish this journey, come back, and then 100 years would pass in our world, and who knows what would have happened in that time. I'm sure because this is a game and they wrote it to such that it doesn't happen, but like, that could like actually happen, and it's one of the reasons why I don't like the situation that my character is in. How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory and a large struggle, perhaps but a momentous one nonetheless. Time synced up? Oh, I thought it was just temporary, just because I am here. You can list NPC duties or companions to reset complete instances. Okay. First and the source align and have the same time pass. How did that happen? Like, how did the two places align specifically in time? Just because I'm here for some reason? Now, as for how we proceed from here. The villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting the situation for the moment. Most folk are too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the warrior of darkness has come. Just to be expected. Daru, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as a legendary warrior of darkness, which I'm not, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. In what way? I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until you see how Valtteri responds to all of this. Okay, Alphanon makes a good point. My thanks. But we cannot freely celebrate your success. Pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you surely brought into being. It was 100 years in the first, during the span of time between post-Heaven's Word and present. Yes, I follow that. Bankert has been there for 5 years, Iridanje Yustola for 4, Alphanon for 2 years, and Alice for 1. I thought Alice and Alphanod both got there at the same time. Oh no. Well, it did happen at different times in the present, but I remember at least during the Exarch's explanation that Alice and Alphanode were here for less than a year, was the way he described it. Like, as if they were both in this world for less than a year. Time of the first slow down over the 100 years to eventually line up with the source. Oh, okay. It is convenient, for sure. Ah, and I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. It is my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folks not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day. About all of you. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. Could also be that it happens to worlds that are about to rejoin the source. I could see that. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all I've done here today, but could I ask you... You know, that... Every sentence starts with that, and ends the same. I hesitate to ask, but I will ask you anyways, and I will say yes anyways. But could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the pendants? Please let Braggy know that we're bringing in a number of injured, and that any restoratives in the market need to be reserved for the infirmary. Leave it to me. We should start making our way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Home Minister. I enjoyed the dungeon. I like the dungeon. The trust system, I like it, but I really don't like how slow it is. It takes a very long time to get through a dungeon, like way too long. So I really don't like that aspect of it. It makes the dungeons drag and get kind of boring, to be honest. Like, the boss fights taking too long is not the worst thing in the world, but like fighting minions, like I would go through all 3 of my songs and fighting 4 minions, and that's just way too slow paced. I also do wish they talked more in the dungeon. At least in this first dungeon, they didn't talk very much. There was like only like a handful of instances of when they do. But I do like playing with the NPCs. It's really cool to actually have, for the first time, have my team actually be there in a fight. I do like the aspect too, Mighty, because that happened a couple of times in that final boss where I didn't know where to stand, but since the AI knows what to do, I'm like, okay, I will follow Alpha Node. Which, I mean, to be fair, actually happens normally anyways. I always follow the healer and hope they know what they're doing. I knew one of those eaters, and I can't rest. Not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Daru. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. Alright, Alice, alright. Promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. I like feeling you were a squad for once. Yeah, it always bothered me, like, at the beginning of the FF14, it was basically only you doing everything. And then through the expansions, your teammates start to join you. But sometimes you get split up during the dungeon, or sometimes you're taking different objectives. So I like that they were more involved, but it never felt like they were involved. But now they actually do feel like they're involved because they're literally standing right next to you casting spells. Oh, I'm drinking some water. As long as I'm streaming, I'll be doing the trust system for the dungeons. If I decide not to stream FF14 after this, I might just I'll probably just do them with you guys or with people. It just takes so long. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there's something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well, Daru. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alice both. Oh, where is she? This? Yo, what's up? Hi, what can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city. I see. Well, Captain Iona can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment. If you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there, then? Battle at Minister? A stalwart lass like you might want to pay visits to the Wandering Stairs, make herself known. I'm sure Glinard can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. Aren't I supposed to not be telling people? Oh well. Yo, freaking nice haircut, dude. This is a very dramatic camera angle. Tyler, more beer for table 2, and a couple of pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up! Sorry, we rushed off our feet today, miss. Can I get you anything? Drinks around the house. Oh, that's very nice of you. Hmm? Oh, that Braggy has a twisted sense of humor. Ha 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 ha. To think he'd send you to me at a time like this. First real night in near 100 years has folk all riled up and then some. What's more, there was the eater business at Holmster Switch. They say a light warden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the warrior of darkness who did the deed. I really must apologize for Glennard. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holmster for proof of that. But attack on that scale don't happen every day. Praise the blessed shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into the road if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads, and our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the warden's slaying even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters that they've been dubbed the Cardinal Virtues. The Virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up. Knowing the warrior of darkness is out there has lit a fire in the bellies. Just look at him! That Hume over there with the oversized sword is grandson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mistle lad is Lou Reek. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Craig. Or Zurich, not Craig. Craig is too normal of a name in this game. That's Sereg. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. Oh my god. Nice beard, dude. Last we have Guyot, dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer and only a healer. Something about needing a mender's wisdom. Well, I'm not a healer. Well, not a level 70 healer anyways. I'm only a level 64 healer. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have the look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters? Who knows, together you might even collect the bounty of a cardinal virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. Oh, I see. I have to do one of these. Okay. What level are they? Oh, I see. Just depends on your role. So he wants a magic DPS, he wanted a healer. What? He wants a ranged DPS, but he's already a ranged DPS. Why would you need 2 of them? Also, I realized my bow's away. Yeah, what did the other guy want? You want a tank or something? These are the replacement for job quests? Ah, I see. Okay, so we're supposed to be the same class as them. Or something. Does it mean there's no more job quests at all now? Yes. Does that include Endwalker as well? Oh, I went the wrong way. Where is this sentence? Over job quest. Okay. I kind of like that, honestly. Mostly because the healer one and the bard one was kind of crap. And yeah, you don't have to do new quests to unlock skills. That's also nice. Where the hell am I going? I'm walking around in circles. Oh yeah, because I'm going to bed. I also assume that the Warrior of Darkness is going to show up. I wonder if anyone can sleep with a city in such an uproar. But will you be retiring to your quarters? Yes. Very good. In light of the present situation, I have had illumination prepared for all our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns for candles. Have a pleasant rest, miss. One of these 4 role quests is required to complete the main story. Yeah. There comes a point near the end of the main scenario where you need to finish the role quest line, but you need to hit level 80 for it. I see. I was gonna wait to do those later. Damn, I'm so happy.
So it's your lot's turn to be the Warriors of Darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
Also, when you hit level 80, there's an optional job quest with your old quest giver in Eorzea. Ah, I see. Okay. These are my private quarters. Yeah.
I know. Just the place.
Listen, man, I am a lady and you are not. It is unkind of you to just barge into a lady's room like this without at least knocking first. Jeez.
In case you've forgotten,
So
you're the only one who
uncouth.
can see me. If we had one of our little chats in public, people might start thinking you'd lost your wits. Those white-haired twins who are with you. I remember them from our battle in Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin?
Damn straight.
Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time?
Whoa, okay. Listen, don't you know in Final Fantasy XIV, when someone dies, they don't actually die? Silly. Look, I already know Minfillia died, but that doesn't stop her from coming back.
I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding.
Oh, is that Princess Zelda?
She's here. I must go to her.
She's a ninja, I see. Meanwhile, inside an Imperial Magic facility in the source. Whoa, I didn't expect we'd go back to this plot for a while. I thought they were just gonna ignore it.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Yo, is that a Stinian? Oh, hell yeah, dude!
Out of my way!
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy.
It's Gaius! You know, a character that didn't die. Just like Estinian here, who also didn't die. You know, characters that don't die.
When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the Warrior of Light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
We got two badasses in the same room, dude. I don't see how, like, the Empire has a chance with these two guys in the same room.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legatus still has eyes and ears in unexpected places.
Legatus? I don't know what that means.
Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Something like that.
Through no choice of my own, they tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause.
As we do.
I swear their receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
Right, I assume he's referring to Tatsudu.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Me? Yeah, what about me? Tell me, tell me.
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
Why it gotta be black? Why can't it be the white rose, huh?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Dude, freaking these two would be unstoppable, man.
Ha! From what I hear, you need all the help you can get.
Got him.
In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes.
Yo, that's a little dangerous, man.
My path leads to Garlemald.
This is like one of the most unlikely duos I've ever seen. What's up? Oh man, the levels are catching up to my level. Begging your pardon, miss, but do you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you not to stray too far from the Crystarium. Word has it Yulmore has dispatched its military to Blakeman. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of night. Even now, the XR is in the ocular, deliberating a response. Ooh, it's raining. Let me in. Let me in.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands. Laxon Loft, here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I see. You probably won't be too happy to see me and Alpha Node after what we did in Yulmore.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
Apparently, right now.
My lord, I am come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would. Everyone, gather round. I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty.
Fair.
Vanish.
Oh, cool.
Enter. Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
Ranjit. This guy looks like a freaking Mortal Kombat character, dude.
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmore's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
Well, damn.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Yeah, tell him. Well, lay it on him.
Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution.
Damn, dude, just freaking laying it on him.
Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Shit.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace.
I don't know, man. A realm has been reborn once before.
But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy, promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
Oh, me and Alphanod may have made a little bit of a mess in Yulmore.
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
He probably actually has genuinely no idea about that.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Oh, don't worry, we'll see him again.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did.
Damn, dude, you freaking suck at making invisibility spells.
The general is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin Eaters.
Since before Vorthry's time, when the nation was still... Oh, okay, I see. And what changed his mind?
One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat.
Yeah?
While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
'Tis noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man.
Damn.
If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner.
A prisoner?
A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfillia.
Minfillia!
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmore before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfillias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Alright, so let's do that right now. I am a little... yeah, generations of Minfillias? Excuse me, what?
Of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfillia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it.
You know, this is pretty important. Minfillia is quite very, very important. You know, previous leader of the Scions. Oracle of Light. Saved your world. And, oh, sorry, I just forgot to mention her. Oh, you know, the savior of her land. Oops. Just slipped my mind.
I think it best that you seek out Moren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right. Though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
If Minfillia has indeed been captured, I dare say we will see another familiar face, Canon. But first things first, pray seek out more into the Cabinet of Curiosity. We will continue to watch the Umorians. It's still raining. All the way up the stairs. Seems an age since we bade Minfillia farewell. Whatever you think Morin's going to tell you about Minfillia, it won't be what you're expecting, just trust me. I don't really have much to expect, to be honest. Yes, if you're after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid books are out alone at present. They are experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? It would be my pleasure. Sorry, I got attacked by a yawn. After I finish off some few outstanding tasks, that is, while I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me. Oh my god. I have to do your job as a librarian. Though it was intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter, and the artwork is quite lovely. Besides, I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfillia. But you must see for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should, I say. For a while, there is a place for everything here, and not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck! Wow. Thanks, dude. Let's see what's behind book number 1. Not here. Elf node. No look as yet. Nope. Where'd Ellie say? There she is. Is there a stepladder we can borrow? Just as your eyes begin to blur, they finally come to rest on a copy of The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light. Have you found the book? Indeed. Yes, this is the one. I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I had to say I finished all my pressing tasks. Oh, that sounds like something an imposter would say. Looking a little sus if you ask me. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin learning at once. I'm drinking water. Oh, without further ado then. It began 100 years ago. The Avatar vanished. When the flood of light threatened to swallow Norvend, just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance. A maiden with a hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. A perfect woman. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfillia, and for delivering the realm, she came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace. But 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. Yeah, show me pictures. I like it. Also, the guy has a face for a crotch on the right, and that's kind of very uncomfortable. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Vobert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn and came to likewise be called Minfillia. Enlisting in the Yulmoran army, this Minfillia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath, she whispered unto her grieving comrades, Minfillia will return. And true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the self-same eyes, that self-same hair, and those self-same powers. She took the name Minfillia. She too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Yulmore, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. So, are any of them actually Minfillia? People are just calling her Minfillia. But, and that concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvent on numerous occasions, and were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or the knowledge of her previous incarnations. Okay, so she's really not just Minfillia. Okay. They just call her that, but they're not. Okay. All the Minfillias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not. But all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us about the current Minfillia? She was found by the Ulmoran army some 10 years ago and taken into their care. Or rather, their custody. She was prisoner in all but name, for by that time, under Lord Valthry's rule, Umor had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfillia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under a lock and key. Yeah, it's straight up Zelda. It's like literally Zelda. It looks like Zelda. She looks like Zelda, she dresses like Zelda, she has the power of light, she gets reborn every X amount of years to save, you know, shit. So, god damn it. I've been calling her Zelda since I first saw her at the beginning of this expansion, and then I find out it's basically exactly like Zelda. It's like when I called the Ascians Organization 13, and so far they really are Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts. It's like, I call it as a joke, and then my joke actually is actually true. Although I guess that doesn't stop it from being any less funny. For a long while, we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was in the Umorans' best interest for her to remain under their control. But then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. And I bet you that person's name starts with T and ends with Ed. And no, their name isn't Ted. Thancred is the name I was going for. Indeed. Well, I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfillia's tale. Thank you for your time, moron. Might I trouble you for a word, Dadu? Outside? Yeet! Ted 3, the Oracle of Light. As you will have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfillia was none other than our own dear Thancred. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfillia journeyed here as Hydaelyn's emissary to halt the flood of light. It could only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking in your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfillia, just spit it out. It just so happens I agree with you. Elise is great. It's quite clear that this Minfillia possesses his Highland's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side. Right, Dado? Absolutely. I see you've made up your minds. Exart, what brings you here? Bum, 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 bum. A report and a proposal. Bum, 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 bum. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that the Yulmorn forces at Laxon Loft do indeed have Minfillia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yulmor ere long. Should they happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. Well, that ain't gonna happen. But if we are meant to act, then we should do so quickly. I've read that in my own words, instead of their weird English that they like to do. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. Disagree. Entrust Minfillia's rescue to the people of Crystarium. Alright then. Let us hear what the Exarch has to say. Oh, I got a hat! This better be a hat this time! Last time I got a hat and it wasn't a hat. I was very upset about it.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfillia's rescue, and with your combined strength, you may well succeed.
We will succeed.
But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary.
Hey, I know some of these people.
'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you. My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmor a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war.
Oh.
Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmor. Some would even call it suicide.
Suicide!
And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmor's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Hell yeah.
weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
Thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost. But even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not.
Yeah, you tell him, moron.
We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Alright. Castor is my favorite here.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's ultimatum.
I see. Pretty bold.
Hear, hear!
I don't know, man.
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
I feel like I would be, if I was him, I would be more coy about it. Like, I would have like me, the Warrior of Light, and Alice and Alphinaud, like just us rescue her by ourselves, and that way they can just be like, fucking wasn't me. I don't know who took them. You can check our entire city. She's not here. But you know, I guess if they want to be all bold about it, they can.
And there you have it. If Yulmor wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure. At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air.
Dream powder?
Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. See to your preparations.
Yeah! Ooh! I like how the cheers make it sound like there's way more people in this room than there actually is.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
Oh, I gotta draw the line somewhere.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Ba-da-ba-bum. Quest accepted. So you'll be joining the guard, but however highly the XR thinks of you, you'll receive no special treatment from here. From me, is that clear? Got it, champ. Versus your salute, soldier. Oh, is that my new salute? Better. More spirited than the XR's feeble attempt, certainly. Now, first things first, you will need uniforms. Ooh, I like new outfits. Go to the Crystalline Mean and report to Catelys. She will see you measured and fitted. Oh yeah, that's not the right one. The map lies. Crystalline Mean. I call it the Crystalline Mean. There's a nice ring to it, you know? Ah, and there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way. We'll see to it you look your dashing best for your first outing. They look the same! Shit, here I come. I also look the same. What the hell? Done, are you? Let's have a look at these numbers. Alright, do not read it aloud. Those measurements are special. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's already fit. But we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well, then see to it, and have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. Here is the map. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amaro to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. For safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume we're to be part of said unit? Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying from Fort Job, and the other from the Ostal Imperative. You and Alphino would join the former. Garu, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. Sounds good? Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesamile at whatever, you know what I mean. She will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of dream powder. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we will see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may take use of an Amaro from the Rookery, after you have collected the serum, of course. With the night restored, there's been a sudden surge in demand for lamps. Oh, what the hell? Your quest was over your head a second ago. I was ready. Oh, freaking... Is it upstairs? The downstairs? I'm still not very familiar with this place. Hello, Chamomile. Yes, sweetie? Is there something you need? Oh, won't the guard come for your dram, are you? Here you go. A dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. Yo, like Kirby's Dreamland? Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you. It's bitter as sin. Princess Kiss, they'll call it, but if you ask me, it should be Crone's Kiss. Hee hee hee! Just aside, the stuff is really foul. Those people gag like there's no tomorrow. But if you don't drain every last drop, you'll liable to end up taking a trip to Dreamland yourself. So I must ask you to drink it here and now while I watch. Come on, give the old Crone's Kiss. Bottoms up! That was an immediate reaction. That's a crossover you want? Kirby X Final Fantasy 14. Well, I mean, the closest you'll get to that is Cloud is in Smash and Sephiroth, so you can have Cloud and Smash play literally on Dreamland. Probably the best game of all time. I mean, besides Pokemon. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd even just say you enjoyed it. And now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Yes. Thank you for the warning. Kid Icarus is your favorite Game Boy game? Wasn't that on the NES? Oh wait, or did they make a Game Boy version of the game? I only know Kid Icarus on the Nintendo. I probably should play that game at some point. I never have. Yes, what do you require of me? Give me one of them birds. And I'm ready to take you to the Imperative, hey? As much as I would like to oblige, all our mouths are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you will have to go by foot. Oh, wait, there might be another way. Assuming you're willing to lend a hand. It's like a Zelda and Mario mix. Well, that's kind of what Metroid is, if you think about it. Ooh, this is better. I can use this. It's an actual hat! Yes! It's not bigger than my old hat, but look, I got a new hat! It really doesn't match my outfit though, but it's fine. Classic experience. I should play it. I don't know if I should play the Nintendo one or if I should play the Game Boy one. I did play the 3DS Kid Icarus game, which is honestly nothing like the original, but I liked it. The 3DS game was fun. I was about to deliver an arrow to Radiska's Rounds, one of the locations whence the bees will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you may take the delivery in my stead. Very good, I shall ready the Amaral for departure at once. One Game Boy in the pocket you have. Let me borrow it? Sure. I assume the Game Boy Pocket that I own works. Radiska's Round to the north and west. You can take the road or you can fly. It's up to you. On arriving, make yourself known to the sentry and she will give you further instructions. We should become separated from the Emerald. Worry not, the beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is all. Oh, look, I'm on one. Oh, cool, I can fly. Wait, did I pass it already? This is one nearby, right? Nope, never mind. I thought that was or closer. There it is. I hope I don't lose it if I do this. Oh, well, I'm near the destination, so hopefully that's not a problem. Let me not risk it. Oh, you're delivering the emerald to us? I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts we require here. Instead, this one is to go to the imperative to the west. Please see to it. The handler on duty. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you right otherwise. Alright, I'm getting off now. I assume if it's gone, that means I have to come back here. Yeah, I do. Okay. Alright, it was a good call that I decided to talk to them first. Round century. They don't look very round to me. This area is really pretty in the night. I do like how, since I completed that quest, the area is no longer covered in light and there's like an actual difference. I always really like when games allow me to do that. Like when you complete something and the world actually changes from it. At the last, Amaro. My thanks, friend. You may leave the beast with me. Where is this thingy? Southeast? Is it up there? Please. I hear it. There it is. A very inconvenient spot. Alright, I'm gonna get this crystal and then I'll complete the quest. And right after I at least talk to this guy, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Actually, before I talk, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Looking at the clock, I'll probably play for another half hour or so. I guess it kind of depends on where these quests ends. I usually like to end a quest line at like a good spot. So hopefully it doesn't take more than an hour, but I would like to finish this part in like a half hour or so. So that being said, I'm gonna go use the restroom and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright, I'm back. Say, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently? Yep. Ah, so this is the way of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Allstall the Ulstall Initiative. Imperative. Gosh, I can't read. And one of our key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. I wish I could fly. I read that as Skywalker. For a second I thought it was Rey. Big girl. So it seems that rather than the Amaro delivering you, you delivered the Amaro. I'll not thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. Alright, well, you can go, you know, fuck yourself. That's kind of rude. I didn't have to do that. Give me. Let's inspect this weapon. Does it look cool? Eh, not really. I assume it is the best. Oh no, my old bow is still better. Oh yep, here we go. I get the new clothes. In readiness for the operation, the Amaro would need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you well know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we have to sprinkle it on their fodder. All that remains is to feed it to them, a task I am sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Amaro launch and see to 4 of the beasts dismissed. No problemo. Petite courage. Here you go, buddy. Wee! 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 Amaro happily devours the fodder. Up there. Indolent Amaro. Here you go, buddy. I got some food for you. Open wide. Queh? Queh. He absentmindedly munches on the fodder. Oh, I probably should mend my stuff. Here's your salad. 2 salads. Quee, 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 quee. The Amaro is wary at first, but appetite eventually wins out and it accepts the fodder. Last one. Here you go, buddy. Where? Amaro reels at the smell, but accepts the fodder nonetheless. Hey, bunny lady. I did your thingy. The animals have been well fed. Am I well fed? Yep, that's what I just said. Good, the rest have already been dosed. So, we need not fear of any of our mounts succumbing to the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stage of the preparations. The time is nigh. Make ready and await deployment atop the main watchtower. I will send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. I wonder how this armor thing is gonna work. Like, if I put it on and actually do a battle, like... I assume it's just like generic armor. Do I go up those stairs? Do I go in here? Nope. Flying would be really nice right now. Oh shit, there's one nearby. Like, that's kind of why I did it. I wonder if it's up there somewhere. Oh yeah, I'm about to do a duty. I'm checking. I'm not gonna jump down anywhere. I made all this way up here. Curious. West, is it? Probably down there then. Okay. Operation is about to commence. Stand ready. During the operation, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Ah, okay, there we go. Answers my question. So I don't have to worry about the fact that my new hat doesn't match my current outfit, which makes me very happy. Proceed. I'm also glad I'm leveling up with the quests for the most part. I haven't fallen behind yet. I started these quests at level 72 or 73, and I'm 75, and this is a 72 duty, so I'm still like 3 levels higher. I was a little worried I would fall behind. I still might happen, but hopefully it's only like towards the very end. Minfillia! You look nothing like her.
Keep moving.
Keep moving!
What now?
They are both blonde.
Crystarium at a guess.
That's where the similarities end right now.
Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
And girls and white, yeah? This is like the opposite of the Black Rose.
Sound the alarm!
Sound the alarum. Not the alarm. The alarum. Wouldn't that also affect Minfillia as well? Here I am, my new getup. Oh, this is a dumb looking hat. I hate it. Oh god, this is the worst hat. The rest of the armor is pretty decent. I like it, but the helmet, ugh.
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
If you're a Varia in this cutscene, do you wear the hat? You know, that's a good question, because she's a Varia and she's not wearing the hat either. Yeah, right. There's no head. There's like barely any headwear they can wear, which is, I think, is still really silly. All right, hold on. First things first. As soon as his duty starts, I'm taking off this stupid helmet. Oh, I can't take off the helmet, no! Oh, it looks so dumb. Oh god. As a bard, I feel so shameful.
For the Crystarium!
Can I please select the bad guy? Don't select the good guy, select the bad guy, thank you. Okay, where am I going then? Oh, I see. Wait for me! I just realized Elfino was here. Oh, I'll just say. Easy enough. I tried hiding it in the menu and I couldn't do it.
Leave this to me! Let's give them a show!
Oh, I didn't even see you.
You're not alone.
Gotta kill the healer, it's important. The music is really good. All the music in this expansion has been really good so far. Bye. We go up here? We do. Yay, we saved her! Minfillia! Thank you. Are you from the Crystarium? Correct. We've come to rescue you. Your weapons? Made to the same specifications as Thancred's. You ready to use them? Understood. Please, lead the way. Escaped from Laxon Lock. Well, it's not because of you, it's because of Yurlum. Or, Yulmore. It's quiet. Too quiet. It's a trap! I'll kick his ass. Brazen thieves. You'll regret coming here. We'll see who regrets what. I will make the first move easy. Oh, this guy is going down easy. Pathetic. Oh, Minfillia went down fast. That is kind of pathetic, isn't it? It's okay, nothing I can't handle. The Tales did not lie. He is fierce beyond reckoning. Shit, I did not finish reading that.
Vanity. Be gone!
Dang, you guys suck. This is why I'm here, though. No fair, I can't target the dragon. Dude, I love being a bard. Being able to attack and move at the same time is so good. Ow. This is fine. Easy, easy. Dude, I'm just dancing around this guy like he's a chump. That might hurt. This guy is very tanky, though. I see. That was a little tricky. That could have gone a little better. Not gonna lie.
Why do you persist in this folly?
You have my measure? Who gave you my measurements? I told no one to give you that. I specifically requested that. Dude, I'm fine. I'm fine. I can keep on fighting. Bullshit. Bullshit. He used hacks. I had him. I had him on the ropes. Vanguard gonna come save the day? I call bullshit. This freaking loser over here thinks he can kick my ass.
You boy, you bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks.
What about me?
By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yule.
And Thancred's gonna come save the day, right? There he is. Oh yeah, you're a gunbreaker now, aren't you?
Thancred?
Gosh, her eyes.
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us.
I like his outfit.
And what if I am?
What?
Yeah, dude, if I couldn't beat him, what makes you think you can?
Pathetic.
Pathetic.
Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
What in the world is this? Did you warp everyone out? Or just us? I don't know, I guess it's just us.
Break!
Yo, got him!
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
Damn.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Yulmore dare not bear its steel.
Detroit.
Ilmeg, the Fairy Kingdom.
Oh. The fairies, which I think is where Ishtola is, right?
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course.
Oh, it's the Yassian.
And now the plan has gone awry.
Got his name already. Solus, was it?
But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the Source to the First? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already. Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way.
Mayhap.
One which does not require bloodshed.
So was that him earlier in Yulmore? I don't
Not
remember.
so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk.
Ooh.
Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
This place is pretty. I like it. Ilmeg. This is a very good stopping point, actually. I'll probably turn in this quest and then probably do the next one.
It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
I saw you like a couple of days ago.
Why, it only feels like one to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfillia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Oriange has called this place home for a while now.
Ah, Oriange is here, not Y'shtola.
Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Oriange's hospitality for a spell, Minfillia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Ulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish two things.
Mm-hmm.
First, rendezvous with Oriange.
Yes.
And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
Makes sense to me.
So, Minfillia.
Yeah, this is a little awkward, but I knew, like, your great-grandma, kind of.
What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world.
That's the isekai line. Put that in your favorite isekai anime.
I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore.
Damn, Thancred, calm down.
And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Was it the fairy?
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let's have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Oriange's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
And their spell is... fairies, I take it? I was worried about the others back in Lakeland, but maybe I should be worried about us. Trying my best to remember, but it feels like peering through fog. Ah, yes, brain fog. She must have had COVID. Ilmeg is the fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fae folk. The most prominent among them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere you're not. Sorry? You're not. We are now, I'm sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. I also meet the new Moo. I'm so upset I have this dumb looking hat on me. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. From what I can make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find the village, Lida Loran. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfillia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds and our mission. You may consider her an ally. Flower basket, huh? It's an interesting enemy design. You gain 1 million archer experience. How many levels is that? 1 million experience. I touched the crystal. I'm gonna complete this quest and then I shall call it a night. There was a plant which might help us. I can remember what it looked like. Elf window. The sense of disorientation is quite overwhelming. I cannot take a dozen steps without forgetting whence we came. Well, here we are. Yet the pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun. In which case... Sadu, there's a variety of plant native to these parts with a distinctive furrowed tip. Looking grass is its name. So called because it can be used to spy pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know all of this later, but first I need you to help me find some. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstances should you respond. You will only subject yourself to further mischief. Suddenly a voice rings out. Greetings, mortal. What is your name? I'm responding. I don't care what Thancred said. Dadudayu. Dadudayu, a wonderful name. Pretty like morning dew and funny like caterpillars. I shall slice it and splice it and make it mine, all mine. And when your name is mine, so are you. Hee 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 hee. Your body begins to feel heavy. I see. Can I switch classes? Come on. Can I do this? That didn't work. That didn't work. Anyways, where's the next thingy? I don't see any anywhere. Oh, there's one. Made it. What is it that you seek, child? Perhaps I can help you find it. I'm searching for looking grass. Ah yes, I know the plant. And being the kindly pixie that I am, I shall take you to it. Just close your eyes and focus on my voice. See your mind adrift, and together we shall go to the ends of the realm. Oh, it's just the same thing each time. This didn't make me move any faster. Oh, a visitor! Where are you from, pray tell? Perhaps this one's hard of hearing. Ahem! What brings you here? Ugh, stone deaf, how boring. Still, picking pots at our village is as good as indulging in our hospitality, and who are we to turn you away? Stay a while, stay forever! I see, it doesn't matter, huh? Looks like you met with some trouble. Apologies for subjecting to that. Can I assume your presence that you managed to find us some looking grass? Yes, this is the stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixies' vial of invisibility, and seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Iranji's little trick to good use.
Farasitha, Krakleth.
That's a lot of them.
No! We're found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Wait! I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look, look, twins! How adorable!
Oh!
Lee, with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
Urianger.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one. In return for a place in El Meg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Wow. Interesting.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
These characters are like the complete contrast of Thancred's.
Shall we? Should we?
Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition, that you first lend us a helping hand. Or 2, or 3. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger. Pixie's honor.
As expected.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Okay. And that will be my last quest of the day. I did attune to this, right? I did. Alrighty. Oh, let me see what the new clothes. I got new clothes. Let's put it on. I have too many things. This. Nope. Yep. This. It's worse! Well, how does it look? It looks more barred than normal. I never did update it today, huh? Okay. I am going back to New Gridania. Alright, well this was fun. I'm glad we finally got to meet up with more of the characters. That's what I was hoping for in this session. We're putting together their whole crew. Next up is Urianger, and then finally I'll fight Ishtola later. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this expansion so far. I see they've introduced a couple of the main antagonists. Lord Valtteri, and I already forget the Mortal Kombat character's name now. I call it BS though. I could have kicked his ass. Alrighty, well it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed me playing this game. I might play more next week and stream it. I might not. I'm on the fence about it. But yeah. This Friday I will be playing the Google Doodle Olympics game. My friend Vinyl was heavily suggesting me playing the Google Doodle Champion Island, I think is what it was called, game. He really wanted me to play it, so I decided I'll play it this Friday and stream it for you guys, and in case you guys have missed out on it. But yeah, I'll be streaming 8 PM Eastern Time on Friday. This has been a lot of fun though. I am liking Shadowbringers a lot so far. It's definitely quite good. I like seeing Estinian again as well as Gaius. Seeing the characters play out. I'm curious where this will go. I'm not exactly sure how this is all going to play out, but I am liking it so far for sure. But yeah. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys Friday.